You get a call from one of your remote sites. They have a camera that's recording a special project. They've configured the camera to send all its recordings to an NVR, or network video recorder. They say that everything is configured correctly, but the NVR is not receiving data from the camera. First, you ask them if you can verify settings on the camera interface, but the answer is no. This is a special project that you do not have access to. So let's take a look and see what we can find. We take a capture from the switch because we can't take a capture directly from the camera. Hey, is this something you'd like to see? A video on how to take packet captures on different Cisco devices, like routers and switches? If so, let me know. So let's open up that packet capture and first filter by the camera. I'll use ip.addr = 192.168.1.153. So 33,000 packets here. That's a lot. Let's try to filter that down some. Let's add in the NVR IP address. I'll add and ip.addr = 192.168.50.100 to our filter. So we'll just see packets going to or from those IP addresses. So we add that filter and we see no packets? Well, that explains why they can't see anything going to the NVR. So we remove that second half of the filter. Now let's see if we can find the video stream by looking at the capture as a whole. Go to the top menu and select Statistics Conversations and click on the IPv4 tab. Now let's sort by bytes. I'll click on bytes twice to put the largest bytes on top. 24 meg, that sounds about right. But it's going to 18.246.224.232. That's not the NVR server, that's a public IP. And the total packet count at 23,000 looks about right too. It should have a lot of packets and be a fairly constant stream of data. So now let's verify visually that this is the video stream. What we want to see is a constant stream of data that's not really varying in size. Hey, if you're getting value from this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and sharing this video. Now, back to the video. So we close conversations and go to Statistics and I/O graphs. This is a visual representation of the data in the packet capture. As you can see across the bottom, the time is in seconds. So using our filter that we have listed there, this is everything that our camera has talked to. But let's distill that down some. First, we add a new filter by clicking on the plus sign. These are just display filters. We add ip.addr = 192.168.1.253 and ip.addr = 18.246.224.232. And we're going to name that one stream. Now we change the color to green to add some contrast to the graph. We change the y-axis value to bits, and we click the checkbox to enable this filter. Now, to really add some color, we change our interval from 1 second to 1 millisecond. And let's get rid of everything but our suspected stream. We uncheck the filter that shows 192.168.1.153 talking to everything. So we can see that this is definitely a video stream. It's fairly constant, and we know it's the largest source of bytes in this capture. So we know what the problem is. The camera is not set up to send video to 192.168.50.100. It's set up to send it to an internet server. And this is not what they want at all. So we do an error and lookup for 18.246.224.232, and we see here that it's AWS. So we talk to that department and let them know that the video feed for their special project is going out to AWS, to the vendor's cloud servers. It turns out that they had the Save to Cloud option checked in the camera, and it wasn't paying any attention to the IP address of the NVR that they had configured earlier. So they reconfigure, and all is good. We verify it with the packet capture. Now, we could have solved this pretty quickly with access to the camera, but again, this was their special secret project, and that was not an option. So even though we couldn't see the camera settings, we were able to tell them what's going on just by seeing the packets. Because packets don't lie, right? I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more real-world troubleshooting content, then watch one of these.